Good morning, gardens, and this is the Orlando Gardener coming at you from Orlando, Florida, and today I want to talk about onions. And we are here in Central Florida, and it's the south, so it's three different kind of onions. And I want to talk about it because if you plant the wrong onion, you will not be successful. So it's long term onions, it is short term and intermediate. So here in the south, you need the short onions because is the amount of sun what makes the onions get the bulb. So here is short onions. You cannot plant anything else. If you live in the north, you can do intermediate or you can do the long onions. So anyways, it's not that complicated, and it's three ways that you can do onions. You can plant it from seed, but like I told you guys before, I'm not really good at it because I don't have the patience and the time to be watering and making sure that be on top of that. Then you can do it from bulbs. I done it, I guess I did some in the bag, I show you guys how, and then I do it from onion sets. And for me, these ones are the best. And I get it from House Tools. It's a really good company. I've been very successful. This is my third year. My second year, like more seriously, and they have all kind of good seasoned onions and garlics and stuff that you can plant here in the south. So the recommendation is to plant, if you're gonna do a raised bed, row spacing 2 feet and planting spacing 6 inches. I don't follow what they say, and the reason why is because I plant a little closer because sometimes I can get the ones in the middle. I don't let it go all the way. We're using cookings and many things that we do in the kitchen. And then I let the other ones all the way to maturity. But you guys saw me prepping the bed. It's very important that your soil is really good, because if you don't do that, then your onions are not gonna be successful. My son is recording me today, so he's the cameraman, so pardon the shaking. He's been shaking a little too much, but he's my buddy and my partner in crime, and today he's doing this because I want you guys to see everything I do very closely. But I prep my beds with the block meal, the organic fertilizer, and I do the block meal. I sprinkle really good, and then I put the soil, and then I wet really good. And now I'm gonna show you how I plant my onions. And I'm gonna start with the sapphire. And you see I put them in water because they come kind of dry from then. And I let it soak in water for a little bit so that way they're not too dry. But this is how they come, guys. Literally, this is how it is. Then the roots are very tough. Don't be afraid to handle them. But when I plant them, literally, I put my finger in there, I put it, and you don't want to plant it too deep that it's like that because they won't grow. And you don't want to plant it too shallow that then the whole thing is exposed. So you want to make sure it's kind of like right like that. So basically, I plant it through here. And that's about it. And then I come back and I kind of do another one right here. And again, make sure the roots are in there very nice and tight. And I come back and I do it again with another one. Get the roots in there very good. Tight it in. And it doesn't have to be perfect, guys. Because at the end of the day, if you think about it, it's for you. You're not doing this to sell it. You're not doing this, I mean, unless you do, but I do it for my own consumption and my family. So I just try to do the best I can with what I got. But that's about it. It's not that complicated. And if you can do it from set, I promise you, they're gonna work really good. Then when I'm done planting all of them, like literally I go and I just kind of like do this. So the whole little array kind of in there. And then I come back here and I do the same thing. So that way I can accomplish as many as I can. When I do all of that, I make sure I put the name and the day, so that way I know what's going on, and then I water it really good. Onions are heavy feeders, so when they start growing, you wanna be in a good schedule, like every 2 weeks, to make sure you do some nitrogen. They love nitrogen. People confuse it and think that they need a lot of potassium. This is not a root vegetable. It's not. So nitrogen is gonna be your friend. Then as the time passes, I'm gonna do more videos, but you're gonna let it grow probably all the way to spring. They're gonna grow the green really, really high. And then when you see that green flopping, or start flopping, you stop the water and you just let that bowl get nice and big, and then just pull it out, let it cure for a little bit. And last year I did that, I hang it, and we had onions until last month. But this is all about growing onions here in Orlando, Florida, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Please like and subscribe, and I see you guys in the next video.